Well, the United Kingdom now has the highest coronavirus death toll in Europe. The UK surpassed Italy's numbers with more than 32,000 reported deaths. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who was hospitalized with the virus, said that Britain had passed the peak. The United States is now the only country with more reported deaths than the United Kingdom. The British government is urging residents to use a new coronavirus contact tracing app in an effort to track the spread of COVID-19 across the country. Andy Moore from our partners with the BBC has the details.
The NHS COVID-19 app lets you know quickly if you've come into contact with someone who has symptoms.
This is the NHS app that could play a key role in stopping a second wave of the virus.
Place your phone screen down.
It's already been trialled on a small scale at an RAF base in North Yorkshire. Now it's being rolled out across the Isle of Wight. Today, council staff and healthcare workers will be able to download it. On Thursday, the general public on the island will have access. The new app uses a phone's Bluetooth connection to work. Once you've installed the app, every time you come into contact with someone else who has it, your phone records that fact. Then, if you tell the app you have symptoms of COVID-19, the other people who you've been close to will be automatically alerted and should self-isolate. The app is just one part of a wider strategy to test, track and trace the virus. It's hoped 18,000 specialist staff will be at work by the middle of the month using widespread testing to stamp out any virus hotspots.
The aim of Test, Track and Trace is to hunt down and isolate the virus so it's unable to reproduce. And crucially, Test, Track and Trace allows us to take a more targeted approach to lockdown while still safely containing the disease. By embarking on this project and by embracing Test, Track and Trace, you will be saving lives.
288 coronavirus deaths were reported yesterday. That's the lowest daily total for more than a month, but may reflect a lag in reporting over the weekend. There have now been a total of 28,734 fatalities in the UK. There are privacy concerns over the new NHS app, but the government says users only need to give limited personal details. There are also worries it may not be compatible with similar apps being used overseas, and that could eventually cause problems for foreign travel. But in the short term, the current lockdown looks set to be extended on Thursday, and we will have to wait for a broadcast from the Prime Minister on Sunday to find out details about how and when the restrictions will be eased. Andy Moore, BBC News.